I received a question that I wanted to expand on, and the question was, if you could train just 2 days per week Muay Thai, how would you use each day 1 hour? So if I had to train and all I could train is twice a week, 1 hour each, here's what I would do. I'm going to give you 3 options, and the first option includes sparring. And it's going to be the most important option. If you want to fight, if you want to be a good fighter, you have to spar. So what you do for the first option is you take the first 25 minutes and you drill. You spend your time drilling technique. This could be shadow boxing, this could be working the bag, this could be on the mitts, on the pads, speed bag, anything where you drill technique, drill combinations, and you spend the first 25 minutes of your hour drilling. Then you take 25 minutes after that and you spar. Light spar, hard spar, working drills during sparring, but going off of another opponent and actually putting your ass on the line and sparring against another human being. And then for the last 10 minutes, you spend those 10 minutes doing anaerobic hard fight cardio. The 10-minute cardio should be hard anaerobic cardio, fight cardio, where you swing kettlebells around, do burpees, anything for 10 minutes straight as a finisher to end your training session. And I have a series on fight cardio that I've been putting out, so you can check out some of the ideas of what you can implement into your 10 minutes. So that takes your full hour, and then for the second time during that week, you do the same thing. That's it. You basically do this in rotation. And the reason you do drilling in the first part of your training session is because you're fresh. Working technique, you need to maintain good habits, and you want to drill those techniques, drill everything when you're fresh. And then you move on to sparring. So that's going to be your option number 1. Option number 2 is if you cannot spar and you are doing this solo by yourself. So you would split this up a little bit differently. I would take the first 30 minutes and I would still drill. Instead of drilling on the pads on the mitts because you have nobody to hold them, you drill technique, but you drill it on shadow boxing, you drill it on speed bag, you drill it on the bag, you work your technique. That's the first 30 minutes. Then the next 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes, you do one of the following. You either do cardio for 30 minutes, fight cardio, you do circuits, or you do strength training where you pick up weights, kettlebells, barbell, body weight. And then for the second day, for the second time in the week that you work out, you do the same thing. Always drill. There's always drilling in all of these options. You always drill technique. And then you move on to strength training or cardio. And actually for this option, you can split. If you want to, you can take day 1 and you do cardio, and then day 2 you do strength training for the last 30 minutes. Or you combine the two by taking the first 15 minutes, you can do strength training, and then you move on to 15-minute cardio. And then you can repeat that on another day. So it's up to you how you split this up, but that's a perfect way to take the 2 days and split them up by training, by drilling, and then doing strength training and cardio. And then for option number 3 is a hybrid of combining option 1 and 2. So you take the first day and you do drilling. There's always drilling involved, and you do drilling for 30 minutes. And then this option 3 requires you to have an opponent so you can spar. So for the first day, you do drilling 30 minutes and then you spar 30 minutes. All right, so you get some contact. And then for the second day, you take 30 minutes of drilling, and then the other 30 minutes, you do strength training and cardio. So that's a great way to kind of combine as much of a value and effectiveness into 2 days and kind of try to cram it in, so that way you have a live opponent you can go off of and spar, and then you also have strength training and cardio that you do on the other day. So those are your 3 options. Pick and choose whichever one works for you. Train.